7.3.27. Find the center, the vertices, the foci, and the asymptotes, and then draw the graph. So all the same stuff we've been doing. Okay, one more time. We want to get it in standard form, so let's do the x squared, 324, x squared minus 72x minus y squared plus 10y. Add 345 to the other side, to both sides, and then it ends up on the other side. All right, so we have to factor out this 324. So x squared minus 72 divided by 324 as a fraction. So if we do 324, 72, that gives us 9/2. Oh no, I was supposed to divide it, right? So it's 72 divided by 324, so it's the other way around. It's 2/9. 2/9. Okay. X plus blank minus blank minus 1 y squared, and we're dividing out -1, so 10 divided by -1 is -10, plus blank minus blank equals 345. Okay, now to do half the middle term, so half of 2/9 is 1/9. Square it, that's 1/81. Add it, subtract it. And then you have to distribute. Remember, 324 times the 3 terms is this parenthesis. 324 times 81 times 1/81. So 324 times 1 divided by 81 is 4. And negative. Okay, minus 1. Y, half of -10 is -5. Squared is 25. And then again, same thing. We're distributing it to the 3 terms. And then -1 times the -25 is plus 25. So let's see here. We're going to add 4, subtract 25. We want to get all the constants on one side. So that's, let's see, 24, 324. And then we're going to divide all 3 terms by the 324. That one cancels. Okay, so we got x minus 1/9 squared over 1 minus y minus 5 squared over 324 equals 1. The square root of 324 is 18. Okay, so we'll remember that. All right, so the center is 1/9 5. Let's type that in. 1/9. Oops. 1/9 5. Okay. Vertices. So remember, vertices is the positive term, this one. And you take the square root of that number, 1, add it, subtract it to whatever variable the positive one is, the first one. So we're going to add it, subtract it to the 1/9. So 1/9 plus 1. So think of it as 9/9. So that's 10/9. So 10/9 5. And then we're going to do a minus. So 1 minus 9 is 8/9. Okay, so that's our two vertices. So we got 10 ninths, 5, oops, and then copy that. Change that to 8. Okay. Oh, be 1 minus 9 is negative 8 ninths. So let's fix that. Okay. And then the foci are, let's see, so we got to add these numbers. That's 325. Square root of that. Okay, well that's 25 times 13, and square root of 25 is 5, so it's 5 square root of 13. So this was supposed to be 1/9, and then we're going to add, subtract 5 square root of 13. Okay, and then the asymptotes. So need a little more room here. So remember, we want, so the asymptotes will be change of y for the slope. M equals change of y, so square root of that was 18. Change of x is 1, so m's 18. We do plus minus, so it'll be y minus y1 equals 18 x minus x1. Okay, and then plus minus. So let's put it in, well, I guess we can put it in slope-intercept form. So distribute the 18. 18 divided by 9 is 2. Then add 5. So y equals 18x minus or plus 3. And then let's do a negative 1. So y minus 5 equals negative 18x minus 1/9. So we get y minus 5 equals negative 18x. Minus a minus becomes plus. 18 divided by 2, 9 is 2. Add 5, so we get y equals negative 18x plus 7. So those are our two asymptotes. So y equals 18x, what was it, plus 3. And y equals negative 18x plus 7. Oh, do they want it in the other form? Or did I do my math wrong here? All right. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at it and I see I'm missing an x there. So let's see if that works, hopefully. Okay. Now the graph. So again, we're going to go to the center is 1/9, 5, so something like this. And then in the x direction we go plus 1, minus 1. Y direction we go 18, 18. So it's going to be, and then it's opening in the x direction, so it's going to be real wide like that. So let's look. It's not 18, not A. Well, it could be A because of the, or it could be C. Let's zoom in real quick. that doesn't look like centered at 18. Let's look at this one. Or 5, I mean. Well, let's see if that's 10. It might be that one. I hate how they change the scale here. Okay, so we get a couple guesses, so let's look at A though. See, they screwed the scale up. What was my center? 1/9. Oh, you can see this is not 1/9 5, so it's not definitely not A. So C.